Hi guys! How's it going?
It's going good.
I was talking to them. I was talking to the people inside the internet web computer.
I think we will be inside their computer.
We have Guardians of the Galaxy fans. Because we're cool like that. Okay, so
I don't know what it's called. The
who's more likely
Yeah.
to tag? Kind of like, I think Louise did this with somebody.
Louise
And then, yeah, and Dan and Phil did this at VidCon just recently. Oh, by the way, this is our friend Randy. Just realized they have no idea who she is.
I mean, she might have heard her a lot, actually.
Oh yeah, you might have heard
she
her
was
voice.
texting me while our
and
No
heard
makeup.
of her.
I'm their
but
assistant today.
She's going to be reading us the questions, and then we're going to say if it's more likely to be Jess
or Sarah.
or Sarah, which is me. Jess is her, obviously.
Jess.
Sarah.
And obviously, you can tell by the accidentalness of our color schemes that
It
Jess likes purple, and
So does
Sarah
Sarah.
likes teal.
But Sarah also likes teal. Those
And
are
we
my
can't
two
have the
favorite
same color,
colors, because
so.
that would just be weird.
Take it away, Quizmaster.
All right.
Okay. The first question is who's likely to die first in the zombie apocalypse?
I would just scream and throw a
Stand
baseball
there.
bat at them and then cry. That's all I do.
I'd probably die immediately after that, but after her, because I would be running and then trip, fall, and then they'd eat me. But still, her,
I wouldn't
she,
even
she
run. I would
die
just
first.
cry and wave a baseball bat around.
She wouldn't even try.
No.
No effort. Too much work. All right.
Who's most likely to fall asleep first at a party?
Yeah.
Because, well, now
Well,
that's hard
oh, that's
because now I
difficult.
wake up early. But
Are you going off of that one time that I literally just dropped asleep at 5 o'clock in the morning?
you fell asleep before that, and then we woke you up with our giggling, and then we had that
Yeah.
weird.
Let's not
I'm
talk
gonna
about that.
talk about that.
Let's not go there.
But then, like, as soon as it was like 5 o'clock, we're like,
I'm
"Oh,
like-
we should go to sleep." You're- And I was like,
like 2 seconds.
"Okay, I'll just."
Okay, so we'll go with me. I can fall asleep really quick.
But nowadays, I wake up really early every day, so I don't know. I'm still a night owl though, but
What did you say? What do you think, Randy?
I'm gonna say if I'm fully rested, Sarah,
Yeah, I think so too.
We'll just go with me for this
because
one.
I refuse to sleep sometimes.
yeah, you
Will
do.
not
If
happen.
there are people around that I want to hang out with, I will not sleep, even if I am dead tired.
I'll fall asleep.
Who's most likely to get arrested?
Me.
Who's most likely to cry at a movie?
Jess, hands down. She's the first to cry at a movie. Hands down. Every single movie.
Sobbing all the time. One time I walked in on my brother and my mom watching the movie, and it was like right about the "I love you" part, and I was like, I just sat down and
We just
immediately
sat
started
down.
crying. Immediately, I was like, sat down. At me.
Yeah, hands down, Jess.
Who's most likely to have their last words be "watch this"?
Well, I was the one talking about if I could fly today, that I would jump off the stairs or a building saying "sail."
That's true. That's true. I'll concede that Jess would probably be more likely
Yours
to.
last words, something like that, would be like, "Oh, is this how you do it?"
Yeah. I would be the person being like, what does this button do?
And I would
Or
just be
I
like,
would
"Hey,
be,
guys,
or
watch
I would
this."
also probably be the person to die
I'm
via
crying.
die because of sarcasm.
I'm crying. Oh.
We both did the same.
Okay. Ugly laugh.
Okay.
Okay.
Continuing.
Hold on. Good night, Mommy.
Night.
I love
Night.
you.
Who's most likely to get tattoos?
I can't handle the pain.
I wouldn't either, but you made a promise that you can.
Yeah, I've also promised my mommy I would never get a tattoo, and I can't break that promise.
I did not. Yes, I'm great at tattoo arting.
She is. Oh my goodness.
I'm a great tattoo artist. That's what I'll say.
She's done tons of
I did
Sharpie
a
ones for
flaming
me.
phoenix on the back.
On my
her,
whole
yeah, on
back.
her whole back.
Like, the whole of my
Who's
back.
more
all of
likely
it.
to steal the other person's food?
Like we both would, but
But who's more likely to? Who always does?
Sarah.
Me. Like, just, what was it, last Sunday? 2 weeks ago. We were, yeah, it was 2 weeks ago when we were here at lunch, and my drink was empty. And her sister Allie offered to refill mine, and I said, no, it's okay, I have Jess's.
She starts drinking it all, and I was like,
I do that, it's fine.
oh, the funny story about this. Okay. You know that little girl in Signs that leaves the water everywhere? That's me, but with water bottles, not glasses. So I have all these around the table, all on the table. And she just looks around. Do water bottles have to be purple with you? And I was like, yes. What's my favorite color? I mean, I have a blue one and a pink one, though. I mean,
She's the purple one.
I just like the purple one. And she goes, you and Sarah, she likes purple water bottles too. I'm like, yeah, but at least ours are different so you don't get them mixed up. And she goes, why does it matter? And I'm like, she goes, you drink from them anyway. Sometimes yours is right in front of you and you take Sarah's. I'm like,
I've never known that anyone else notices when we do that.
So, that was a funny story.
Oh, good.
I was just like, I don't know.
Who's most likely to get scared during a horror movie?
I was going based off of what happened at Fear Farm 2 years ago. I went into one of the haunted houses and I didn't go into another one. I sat outside on the bench and paid $25 to go into an unhaunted cornfield and one house, and I didn't go into anything else for the rest of the night.
Who's more likely to fangirl over famous people?
Oh, I don't have my phone case.
Has Ross Lynch on it. Every time she hears him sing, she almost starts crying.
No! Not every time.
Case in point. Not every time.
I did when we were live.
You do sometimes when you're just sitting there listening to his songs.
I don't cry. I just whisper I love
Many times. So her, hands down. Also, her Pinterest board, that's generally just for beautiful people, is only him. Where mine at least has some variety.
Emma Stone.
Oh, okay. So
And
there's him and
Andrew
Emma
Garfield.
Stone and Andrew Garfield. There's 3 people on there. But the majority
Tom
who's on
Hiddleston. I
there.
have a lot of Tom Hiddleston.
No. Who contains 90% of the space on that board, Jess? Yes.
What if my hair just changes halfway through the video?
That'd be weird. I ran out of...
It looks like I have a pixie cut. Look at this. Look at this.
Continuing.
Yeah.
So who's most likely to get lost without GPS?
I get lost. I don't know my right from my
Who's
left.
most likely to fart in public?
I get embarrassed on everything except
Well-
burping. Burping isn't that big of a deal, but
Because I've lost some of my filters on certain things, so I just kind of don't care.
Most likely to have the most boyfriends?
really?
Yes, because you have had like plenty of guys actually like have crushes on
But I haven't had a boyfriend
you.
yet.
So
Who's most likely to leave the door open while using the bathroom?
Like I said, there's
She leaves the door open in the shower.
okay, there's a very good reason for that. It's because the fan in my bathroom doesn't work.
Randy's face is just like.
The fan in there doesn't work, and so if you close the door, it steams up. Also, I live by myself, so it doesn't really matter.
Who's most likely to forget an important date?
Date, like an
Birthday,
like
anniversary, or like an event. Just
always late, always forgetting everything.
Like, I'm really forgetful, but if it's important, I generally won't.
I forget
Especially if it's, like, really important. In fact,
a lot of things.
times it's so important that I, like, plan really ahead and I finish it and then procrastinate the smaller things.
I procrastinate everything.
Like, I'm already working on my sign language video that's due, like, in 2.5 weeks.
I have one that's due tomorrow, and I have not started it yet.
At all.
No, I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
So,
who's most likely to sing along to a jingle on the TV?
I sing everything. My life is a musical. I need to make a movie that's a musical.
Just
of my
like-
life.
Yes.
Yes, there you go.
You don't have to agree with me.
Fight, 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 fight.
I win.
Okay.
Oh boy. Who's most likely to own makeup that they'll never use?
I just gave her a huge packet of colorful eyeshadow that I never used.
Yeah,
I do use makeup.
Use it all the time.
But I normally buy the cheap big stuff that has like one palette that I want that has like a million in it.
Who's most likely to smack somebody? For any reason.
Me, hands
Well,
down.
I'll like playfully, way more than her, but she does it plenty too. But for real,
I've smacked some people before. Plenty of them. No shame.
Who's most likely to make up a word?
I make up words like all the time.
That's the one I was aiming for, not me.
I like take a real word and add like a random prefix or suffix that doesn't even exist to make it a new word.
For example.
When I was trying to say that I was a good tattoo artist, I was like, I'm good at tattoo arting.
Archery.
Artery.
Who's most likely to go the longest without shaving their legs?
Soft pajama pants need soft legs.
Who's most likely to own the most articles of clothing?
That's true. She's been just randomly buying clothes. Just finding them and buying them.
Who's most likely to kiss a stranger?
I would.
You offered to make out with the security guard.
I did. Okay, so we went to the R5 concert, and we didn't. And she wanted to go meet them, and so I offered to distract the security guard that was standing there by
Well,
making out with him.
Well,
Well,
it's really like his glasses. Okay, so I was like, they're right there. She goes, oh, you know. Who's that over there? Is that one of them? I'm like, no, that's the security guard. And she's like, oh, he's kind of cute. And I was like, I want to go meet them. And she's like, I'll make out with the security guard and distract him, and you can go and meet them.
Legit.
And I was just like, what a good friend. But we ended up not doing it because I wouldn't risk that for getting kicked out of the concert.
Yes, wanted to actually go to the concert. I'm sorry, I'm like moving all over everybody.
It's okay.
Oh boy. Who's most likely to lick the bottom of someone else's foot for $10?
No, wait, that's my name.
Everything.
What's
We
my
are
name?
one. What's my name? Excuse me.
Don't. No, it's good.
I can't find my keys.
What?
What?
Wait, pass me that. Oh no, guys. Sorry.
Who's most likely to volunteer to do someone else's makeup?
Can you pass me my water bottle? Your shoulder has a nasty aftertaste.
Well, I'm sorry that everlasting sunlight doesn't sound good to you. It tastes good to you.
I don't know, I can't spoil
My
your
armpits
armpit.
tickle it.
Who's most likely to cry when they're happy?
She just cries about everything.
I was crying a minute ago. I was laughing.
We were leaving the
cried at the
R5
concert.
concert she cried at the concert, but then we got back into the car
Because
and she started sobbing.
So close. It like
She
see that
started
chair? That's
crying.
how close he was.
They can't see that chair.
Randy can. That's how close he was, Randy. That chair right there. I was like,
That chair that's like 5 feet away.
Yes.
For the reference of the people.
Yes.
I was like, oh my goodness, just thinking about it. Stop. Change the subject and could cry again. I'm serious.
Bam.
Who's most likely to have tried the most exotic foods?
And even if someone's like, yeah, here, try it, it's good. I'm really big.
She's a chicken when it comes to food.
And I'm really based off the smell and look of the food. And if neither of those are appealing to me, or even if one of them is not appealing to me, I won't try it. I'm the world's pickiest eater.
She sniffs food religiously, though.
It's like a
We
compulsion.
went to a potluck. That sound British. Potluck. And she would scoop up something and it smelled okay. Nah, I don't like this.
It's true. I didn't put my nose in it. I just hovered.
And that's how she would decide if I possibly wanted some too. She would sniff it. Want some?
It's true.
Who's most likely to use their phone in the bathroom?
She doesn't. I do.
Unless I have to, like I'm at work or school and I can't leave my phone.
Tickling my toe.
No! And I can't leave my phone somewhere, I will not bring it with me because germs.
Who's most likely to get in an argument about fiction?
Both of us.
Like a book? Or
Book,
yeah.
TV show. Mostly it's Percy Jackson.
Yeah, because it's not done yet. We're like, no, it's gonna happen like this. And you guys shut up.
And these ones will survive. And these ones can
I
die.
have a theory.
Really?
Yes, Percy has to live because he wrote Percy Jackson and the Olympian Gods, and he mentions Piper. So I mean, he would he really write that during this war? No, he's got to live.
He has to live, and so because he has to live, Annabeth has to live. And Leo has to live because he has
Piper, yay!
Jason,
Jason, I would be
is-
sad.
I would be sad.
Frank, I would
Frank,
be.
I wouldn't miss. Hazel, I wouldn't miss. And Piper.
Hazel can go.
Hazel and Piper.
can
Nico can go.
go back to where his daddy lives.
It's funny. Because of reasons.
He's like, you guys.
I'm like, wow, alright. Yes, but alright.
Thank you.
Who's most likely to set something on fire on accident?
I set the oven on fire once. I'm
I've-
serious.
I set the bottom of a skillet on fire once.
I set the oven
I also burned myself.
and the
always.
pot holder and the aluminum foil. I
So
didn't
we're
even know
apparently
aluminum
just
foil was
arsonists.
flammable. You know Spencer from iCarly?
Yeah, okay. You lit more things on fire than me. I've just
Spencer
set
is
off
me.
my fire alarm at least 5 times.
Who's most likely to sleep in the middle of the day?
I can't take naps.
Is Shaq just a unit of measurement now?
Yes.
Approximately 1 Shaq
Well,
away.
better than Lord. I don't even know how tall she is, and she wants us to be a ruler. I mean, make her a ruler.
Such a bad pun. It was like a dad joke.
Well, you know, like that's where I get my sense of humor. My dad.
Okay, I think we all know the answer to this one. Who's most likely to talk openly about their bodily functions? Who's most likely to not be able to go a day without their phone?
Me, because I don't use my computer at all.
Yeah, I use mine every day.
Like, I turn my computer on for homework or making videos like right now. But that's why this is probably, when is this filmed? This is filmed in September, and what's probably not going to be uploaded until like the end of November, because it will take me time to edit it and finally get around to uploading. It's never going to happen.
Who's the most likely to sleepwalk?
I've found myself downstairs multiple times. You know how dangerous that is? Walking down the stairs in your sleep? Who knows when you'll decide to go back to sleep? Or fall down again.
I would say just not me because
I fear for my life.
I've never been a mover in my sleep.
I am.
Like,
I
I just-
punch her and snuggle with her in my
Yeah,
sleep.
I just stay in the same place.
I'm a cow. My dad and mom grew up in the southern.
The southern.
The
Does that
south?
make sense in your head?
Yes.
Who's most likely to be willing to try anything once?
I'm adventurous. I will try something
I
at least
will-
once. Like if someone was like, "Hey, you want to try jumping out of a plane?" I would be like, "Maybe once." And if I liked it, I might do it again. But who knows?
I might try jumping out of a plane, as long as I have a parachute.
Yeah, that would be a necessity. I wouldn't be like, "Yeah, let's jump out of a plane with no parachute. I'll
Well,
just die."
You can only try it once.
Who's most likely to sing in the shower?
I created my own version of the song Telephone about being in the shower.
I mean, I sing in the. I turn on the radio. I turn on Pandora every day in the shower.
I
but-
sing my own.
So
I sing to my own
Okay.
songs.
Who's most likely to think they have a superpower?
I do have a superpower, guys. I do.
she actually does.
I do.
She has a superpower. Do you want to share your superpower with the world?
I have. It works on me too, so sadly, that's the downfall of my superpower. This is bothering me. But I have a superpower to get songs in people's heads.
And to predict the next song
And
coming,
to-
which she's actually rubbed off on me a little bit.
It's amazing.
It's kind of creepy.
Hooked on a Feeling was in my head, and I just started, like, at work, in the middle of the gym, I was just like, ah, and then a 6th grader boy was like, hooked on a feeling, bum, bum, bum. And we just started jamming, and then, like, 2 hours later, he's like, Miss Jessica, I'm like, what? He goes, got that song in my head, and it's been there for 2 hours, and I'm like,
Who's most likely to be the best at keeping secrets?
Is it a bad secret or a good, like a bad thing or a good thing?
Or just secrets in general.
Just something other people aren't supposed to know about that you don't really want getting out, whether it's like a surprise that's coming up, like
I'm
a
not
surprise
Snow
party.
White here, but
Okay, no, but you do have a hard time when people tell you something and you're not supposed to share it. She kind of just starts having a panic attack and she physically starts shaking.
yeah,
I've visually seen it
that's
happen.
the bad things. Like if it's a bad thing, I just start freaking out, and if it's like a goodish thing,
You just want to tell everybody.
you know, one question would never be who is most likely to have a crush on John Stamos, because that would be everybody.
So if someone says that they don't, that would be a lie.
Even guys have crushes on John Stamos.
At all.
Okay, so if you have any better ones, send them in the comments. Did we find one?
Yes.
Okay,
oh my
one
goodness,
more.
One more. We have to do this one.
Who's most likely to join the circus?
It used to be my dream.
Are you serious?
Well, when I found out I was so flexible, I just thought it was meant to be. I'm serious.
Yes.
But anyway, if you have
Okay,
any
guys,
more,
if you have any more
put them in the comments.
suggestions or
Maybe if we get
questions that
enough.
you would like to know, which one of us would rather do something,
maybe eventually we'll set up a Twitter or something when we get
tweet one of us.
somewhat popular. Oh yeah, we'll put our Twitter links under belowish area place down
So hit subscribe wherever it is.
over here, I believe. Subscribe right on Randy's leg,
Tuck my knee.
right under it.
And below my knee.
Yeah,
And
I
baloney.
don't know how to put annotations in there yet. So
Well, we'll figure it
we'll
out
figure it out
someday.
someday.
But anyway,
Like
love
us.
ya,
Thumbs up.
thumbs up, like,
us.
subscribe. No, I said, what did I say that you thought I said? I murders?
You.
Crave. I was craving burgers. I said
That
I was
was
craving
it!
burgers, and she thought I said I was craving murders.
I was like,
I'm
you said
craving
burgers, right?
And I was like, thank you for just assuming that I'm craving murders.